Welcome to The Lift with Sheila Robinson Kiss. Come on in. There's always a special place set aside for you here where you can relax, kick up your heels, pour yourself a nice, refreshing drink, and prepare to be lifted and soar. Thanks so much, everyone, and welcome back. Good mother, octopus, bad mother, seal. Leave your mommy issues behind once and for all. You know, I felt it was important to make this video now because I recently had a heartbreaking incident with a client. A lady came in and she was in her upper 70s, and really what broke my heart was this woman was still very much struggling to reconcile the pain caused by a turbulent childhood and a neglectful mother. And I just have to tell you, it's never too late. It's never too late to change and to address issues, but it is just can become such a burden when you fester on the wounds of your past so long that they literally start to define your life and take over your life. So this video has been made for anyone who's really struggling with those deep wounds inflicted by a parent, specifically your mother. Now, when you tune in to these videos, I really try to shed light from three perspectives: the clinical, the spiritual, and the practical. So you get all three. And from a clinical and spiritual perspective, that mother-child bond is supposed to be the embodiment and full representation of the nurturing, the care, and the fulfilling of needs. And when that relationship, that primary relationship, is not healthy, it can cause a tremendous amount of damage. And if you don't take time to check that damage and baggage, it's going to follow you into adulthood and possibly into your journey and adventure with your own children. What I want you to understand is this. I want you to understand it, and I want you to know it. If you are struggling in this area, hear me and hear me well. You can clean up that damage, you can heal, and you can absolutely move on. And I want you to start in an interesting way. Start by looking at the truth and wisdom found in nature. Sometimes we place ourselves so high above our animal cousins, but we are all of the same one. And I feel that God gifts us with nature's bounty all around us because there's so many lessons and wisdoms found in nature. Now, it's interesting. If you really become a student of nature, what you will see is a very, sometimes it's a humorous occurrence, how many good mothers in nature there are and how many bad mothers there are in nature. For example, did you know one of the most exquisite animals on our planet or in the sea is the octopus? And often this fabulous octopus mother will eat her own arm so that she can have enough nutrients to care for her offspring. So octopus, good mother. An orangutan will build a new shelter every single night for her baby, and she never puts her baby down. She goes many months and years without ever even putting her baby down. Fabulous, dedicated mom. Now on the flip side, there is a dark side to mothering in nature. Harp seal and these little behaviors and characteristics are some of my favorites because they're so fascinating. The harp seal gives birth and is a completely devoted and dedicated mother for about 12 days. And then on the 12th day, thereabouts, the baby harp seal is left on a slab of ice, gives the baby a high five. You do your best to make it. 50% make it and 50% don't, but the 50 that make it are incredibly strong and tenacious in nature. The black bear, another little interesting tale of black bear and motherhood. Ordinarily, the black bear will give birth to 2 or 3 cubs and routinely just abandons one because she chooses to and wants to preserve her energy. So you see, people, it takes all kinds. It takes all kinds. And I want you to hear something else very clearly. If you had a bad mom, otherwise known as a harp seal mama, hear me well, that this is not, it is not, and so many of you get hung up on that, it is not a reflection of your self-worth, of your dignity, of your value as a human being. It is a reflection. It is, however, a reflection of the limited scope and capacity of your mother's evolution during the time that she reared her child, and perhaps even beyond. Do not let anyone's limitation become your legacy, not even your mother. I'll say again, don't let anyone's limitation become your legacy. You see, we all have choices about the legacy of love that we choose to leave behind. We all have choices about how we respond to what is placed into our lives, and the choice is paramount. Choose to respond to your life and make it wonderful. Now I want you to go and be grateful that you were not born as a hamster and your mother ate you for dinner. Be grateful that you were not born as a harp seal and left to freeze to death on a slab of ice. If you're watching this video, it means you were not. You know, if you've had a rough start and a rough life and pain inflicted by a hurtful or neglectful parent, it's gone on long enough. It is over. It is over. I declare that it's over for you. Now go and have a terrific life. I'll see you next time.